Clock's 3 minutes slow. Before, I'm going to call us to order. This is, if you were ready. Yes, sir. Atascosa County Commissioners Court, regular meeting. It is taking place in the county courtroom, Suite 203. The date is September 12, 2022. The time is 9 a.m. I'd like to point out that there are several public hearings into this. If anyone has come to speak to those, there are sign-up sheets for them. If you have an agenda, that's your agenda item number 17. And $33. It has to do with budget. One is Diane Gonzalez's hearing on, one is a hearing on speed humps by Trent Rowell, by our lawyer, and the other is on budget items. They're just hearings that we're required to have for the budget purpose. So I want to point that out. So if you would stand with me for a pledge and prayer of allegiance. A prayer. Let me try again. The prayer and pledge of allegiance. Yeah, I get there. Father God, we just thank you for the blessing of rain that you've given us, the grass that's growing on our farms, and the grass that's having to be cut now, but we thank you for that too, Lord. And we just continue to pray for frequent and gentle and constant rains on Atascosa County, and that you would prosper the citizens of Atascosa County with their health and with their welfare, with their jobs, with their needs. And I pray, Lord, that you would bless this body of Commissioners Court as we consider the business of the county, and that you would give us wisdom and that we would act in a way you would have us to act. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Face flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. We have to ask everybody that's here to bear with us. We're going to have to move some items around for the purpose of both consideration of the subject and efficiency. But first, now we have public comments, which will not move, and that is, we have Melanie. There you are, Melanie Carrillo. To speak to us, you have 5 minutes, and thank you for coming. Melanie's a juvenile probation officer. I see her every week in juvenile court, almost every week.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Melanie Carrillo for Atascosa County Probation, and Atascosa obviously has been there 18 years. I've been asked by my department to come and speak on behalf of
Can you pull the microphones closer to you? Are they working?
Hello? I don't think it's. Hello?
Maybe off.
Okay, can you hear me? Is that better? A little bit?
Okay, just as long as we get it in the recording, that's all that matters.
Okay.
We can hear you.
I've been here to express the opinion of our department. We've been discussing the vision and the dental. As a parent, I've been very happy with the insurance here. I listened to last Commissioner's Court, and when I looked and compared both of them, I don't feel that they're very comparable. I know tax a discount program, Emeritus is more of a insurance. Like the representative said last time, there's 53 providers within the zip code of Atascosa County, and in TAC there's only 27. So that doesn't really help our employees here in the local area code for Atascosa to get the services that are needed. Dental, we are losing $1,000 towards our allowances. Not only that, we're losing our orthodontist, which is $2,500 max towards the procedure. I myself have a child midway within the treatment of orthodontists, so at this point they don't give the allowance at the beginning, it's per service, so I'm losing out on probably about $1,500 of the allowance that I've been paying into currently. So that doesn't make me a happy camper, but I just wanted to point out that orthodontist is a very important service that is offered to our employees that I would like. I'm sure I'm not the only parent that has kids with braces. Also vision frames. We only get them every 2 years. With TAC, we would get it every 2 years. With VSP, we get it every year. Copay, we have no copay for single, bifocal, or trifocal. With TAC, we have a copay for $15 for single vision, $15 for bifocal, $15 for trifocal, and as we get older, we know we need the additional lenses. So we're paying that on top of a copay of $10, which with VSP, through Emeritus, we were only paying $0 for a copay. So as far as my opinion, I know I only have 5 minutes, but as far as my opinion with the department and others that I spoke with, they've asked me to come and just let y'all know that we don't feel that changing insurances would be beneficial towards our department or the county or the employees based off the money that we're losing as far as our payout. Even though we're paying a little bit more, we'll be paying $69.60 less a year for vision, but we'll also be losing out on benefits. Same thing as dental. I'll be losing $60 from less. That's what I'll be paying in premium, but I'm also losing $1,000 towards my allowance and $2,500 towards my dental for orthodontists. So as an employee here, I just wanted to give my opinion on how we feel from our department. I know it's a small department, but I just wanted to give y'all's opinion on how we feel about that.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you coming in.
And
your opinion. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, I don't know if y'all have like the breakdowns of VSP or Emeritus to compare to TAC, vision and dental that they have now. If you need those, I have those with me.
And have them to hand out.
Okay.
We'll take handouts.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm
Thank
sorry, I
you
was
for
talking
coming,
fast.
Melanie. Appreciate your comments. At this time, we're going to move number 30 up to present, and I'll read that agenda item. Discuss and take appropriate action to declare September 12th, 2022 as Judge Diane Bautista Day in Atascosa County, and reading of the proclamation. So I know there's at least 2 people here representing the family. Would you like to come stand behind us maybe while I read the proclamation? Or I'll stand with you. You come behind back here.
That's different than the proclamation,
Huh?
that's different than the proclamation.
It is.
Here's the proclamation.
Thank you, Rusty. I'll take all the help I can get. Proclamation and memorial for County Judge Diane Bautista. Whereas the passing of Diana Bautista on May 24th cast a loss over Atascosa County, not experienced in years. Her generosity will be missed by the most by citizens who never truly knew her. Whereas Diana Bautista served Atascosa County for 18 years as jailer, sheriff's deputy, and most recently as county judge. And I need to add that when I was mayor of Pleasanton, she was the first female police officer in the history of Pleasanton. And she did an exemplary job every day and set a path for women to follow behind her. And there are number of women in the Pleasanton Police Department now, and that's not in here, and I want to add that. And she was, when she was the police officer at Pleasanton Police Department, she was always coming by my business and letting me know politely where all of my vehicle inspections had expired. She was always kind. She was always kind to me. She never gave me a ticket. But I got them fixed fast. No, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go on now, but I had to add that. And yes, she served the county, perfectly, in, her positions and loyalty. And whereas with prudent, conservative budgeting, Diane Bautista helped lead Atascosa County through a rocky and uncertain economic downturn. And whereas Diana Bautista served after her term as a diligent election and poll worker, lending an aura of stability and legitimacy to the local election process. Whereas Diana Bautista was a beam of light for Atascosa County, emitting her positive, friendly spirit on anyone she met. She was an extremely private person, thrust into a public world, which she handled with dignity and grace. Therefore, be it resolved that we as a community mourn with her family the loss of Diana Bautista, who will continue the important work she started and the trust she had in county government. I'd like to ask the commissioners to make a motion to pass this.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Perez, second by Commissioner Riley. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Therefore, be it resolved on this day, we, the Commissioners Court of Atascosa County, honor the life and legacy of Judge Diana Bautista with the presentation of the plaque and the declaration of September 12th as Judge Diana Bautista Day in Atascosa County. And really beautiful plaque Rusty had made. He's found a great place to have made. Rusty did this, and it really looks nice. It lists the commissioners and a little short word honoring her, and this is more complete, and that's yours too.
Thank you.
And we thank you for coming.
Thank you
Did
very
anybody
much.
want to take a picture? Let me sit in front of you and the other people will stand behind you.
Three, two, one.
Thank you. Express our best wishes to Miss Patty, please.
From the family, we want to thank y'all for the kind work.
It's all right, I get it.
I understand this is Pete's, sister and brother, is that correct?
Yes.
Sister and brother-in-law? Big sister? We're going to move now to number 4A. Discussion of concerning the decision in the June 27th Commissioners Court meeting offering 2 dental and vision plans. And what we have is, this is for commissioners' question. This is to answer Commissioner's question before we move on to presentations about the plans in the minutes. And I haven't listened to it, but Rusty's listened to it, and so has Ms. Gonzalez, I think, that we clearly, my memory was actually intact one day in a row, and we clearly voted to offer both plans. There was no motion or effort or any resolution to only offer one plan. That was, whatever was done about that was done in error. And I was asked to research that, and I have brought it to Commissioners Court, and there's really no action. It just says discussion only. And any comments by commissioners?
So thank you for doing the research on it. I myself, I had it sent to me, but I did not listen to it. I had other things moving in life, but, my question would be, if we've offered it to both TAC and with Rick's, are y'all willing to work together on this, or is this a, we gotta pick one or the other?
Yeah, and it would provide for probably some adverse selection. So of course, those that are gonna use it are gonna pick a higher plan, and then vice versa. So the ones that maybe might not use it, just have it as preventative care, they would probably go for the lower benefit. So you kind of get that struggle. There's no regulation on whether y'all can or can't on our end, but I think it would be up to kind of Emeritus.
But
Well.
Emeritus will not offer their plan with any other plans offered. They'll pull back.
Okay.
There. Any other comments about the question of the minutes or the recording? B is presentation by TAC representative and Rick's insurance representative on their respective vision plans. So we have the TAC representative listed first, if you'd like to go first.
Yes, thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Thank you all for having me here today. My name is Clarissa Martinez. I am the Employee Benefits Consultant for the South Territory at TAC. And so today I just wanted to discuss some of the highlights of the dental and the vision quote that we submitted to you all back in June. So you will have a few pages here. So the first one will talk about the dental coverage that is voluntary through Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas. It is through a PPO network. Keep in mind that our proposed plan yields rates are going to be 15% less than the current Atascosa County enforced rates that you all have currently. This benefit design has a $2,000 lifetime orthodontia maximum, and this is of course for anyone 26 and younger on the plan. It also has a $2,000 maximum for all other services, and of course that is per individual as well. So moving to the second page, you will find the proposed dental plan and rates. So you'll see the rates listed here for employee only. It's going to be $26.78, and it does go up to the family coverage of $100.84. These are rates per month. And then on the chart listed below, you will see the benefits. So you do have the plan year maximum of $2,000 per individual. There is a deductible of $50 for the plan for the individual. It is waived for preventative care, so those annual cleanings, things like that, that deductible is waived. Preventative care is covered at 100%, basic care is going to be 80%, and then any major services, including orthodontic coverage, will have a 50% share by the plan and then by the member. Any questions on the dental so far? I also included the benefit highlights in this packet as well for the dental, so that you can see specific services that are covered under the plan. I also want to point out that within 50 miles of Jordanton, there are 973 dental providers in the area. So this is a broad PPO network through Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas. Any questions so far on the dental? Okay, we'll move on to the vision. So that's going to be that second packet you have there in front of you. This one is, of course, going to be a voluntary plan, so up to the member. On the second page, you will find the benefit plan and the rates. This is through Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas as well, and it's powered through iMed. So this is the network that we use for the vision plan. So on this, the lowest, so the employee-only rate is going to be $6.20 a month. So that's, of course, per pay period, about $3.10 for the employee. And then it does go up to the employee and family of $18.28. So a little bit lower than what the current in-force rates are right now. As far as the benefits, they do get one annual eye exam on their vision once every 12 months for a copay of $10. But also through the medical that is through Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, they're able to get a voluntary or a vision annual vision exam covered at 100% by the health insurance as well. Lenses, we do give an allowance of $130 once every 12 months, so that's a little bit lower than what y'all receive. Currently, y'all are getting $180 of an allowance for lenses and frames. Lenses, like I said, that's going to be an allowance once every 12 months, and then for the frames, that $130 will be once every 24 months. Now, if for some reason somebody did need those frames every 12 months, we do provide additional discounts through Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas and through this voluntary vision plan as well. And then contact lens fittings and follow-ups, that's up to $40 for standard. And then as you'll see here, any of the vision care services have a $10 copay. Does anyone have any questions on this, on the vision?
It looks like you can get one plan or the other.
So
Or
one
both?
is dental. The first one we talked about was the dental, and then the second one was the vision. As far as providing two, we just recommend not to do it that way, just because you kind of go into what's called adverse selection. So those that are going to really use the plan are going to go to the higher benefit plan, and then those who might not need it as much will go to the lower one.
I'm sorry, don't know if you understood my question. In your this looks like two plans. Can our employees opt to just have vision only or dental
Yes.
only? That was my
Yes, so
question.
they're both voluntary, so they can choose either vision or dental or opt out of both
That's
if
all I
they need
have.
to. And it would be billed the same way that the group health insurance plan is currently, so it would be all together.
Okay. Commissioners, any questions?
How about on the frames? Do you get to pick the frames, or is it just a certain kind of frames?
You get to pick them. They just say you have $130 that they'll give you as long as you're going to an in-network provider. They'll give you the $130, you pay the difference of
The
whatever
difference
that
of it.
cost is. Mhm. Any other questions?
Well, I just want to take plenty of time to make sure
Yeah, absolutely.
if there are any.
And
Well,
I
why don't
did
we move
forget to
forward, and
mention,
We may have there may be other questions come up after we hear both of them, but thank you for
yeah,
making
and
the trip.
absolutely. And one last note on the vision, there are about 90 providers within 50 miles of Jordanton that are in the iMed network as well. Thank you all. We appreciate y'all's membership in the poll.
Thank you. Mr. Hill, you're up.
Good morning, I'm Toby Hill. I'm the Life and Health Manager for Rick's Insurance Agency here in Pleasanton. I've been with Lee Ricks and his staff for the last 30 years here. I'm going to start off with an apology to the Commissioner's Court and to the Treasurer's Department here at Atascosa County. The main reason for the difficulty we had at the last meeting in August is because there has been a billing issue with Emeritus Insurance and Atascosa County. We introduced this plan October of 2016. Emeritus, like they do most of their large groups, offered them different billing options. okay? You could either pay in arrears, doing your own self-billing, or you could use their online billing system, which means you pay forward, just like you do with medical insurance. At the time, the county chose to do the self-billing method, okay? Emeritus allowed it. The account we're selling to liked it. Who is a broker to say don't do it? I wasn't paying attention at the time. And I apologize, okay? As a broker, I should know with past history with groups that pay in arrears or do their own self-billing, it's a recipe for problems. And that's what we had. We've had some chronic problems with getting the billing reconciled here with the county. I would get phone calls from Anna Rodriguez and from Laura. I would do what only a broker can do, and that's put them in touch with the billing office with Emeritus. That way nothing is lost information-wise, third party. They had several issues. Several times they discussed it. I would get emails back showing the results of such meetings, and things continued to not be going smoothly with the billing. I was frustrated. Emeritus was frustrated. The county was certainly frustrated. These ladies do a wonderful job for the county, okay? And I was frustrated that we could not figure out what was going on with the billing. I want to apologize for the meeting, the last Commissioners Court meeting, where our Emeritus Representative Laura Schrutka stood up and spent very little time talking about the benefits of the plan, but instead talked about the deficiencies of the Treasurer's Department. That was incorrect and it was wrong, and I do not condone that. I apologize. I had a prior commitment where I could not be at that meeting. Lee was here. He wasn't prepared to see what she had put together either. After I saw it, I saw what I am calling now the book, and I'm going to burn it after this meeting. Anyway, it was wrong. Laura Schrutka apologizes also. She has sent letters to the Treasurer's Department. What I noticed, though, in the book is that Laura Schrutka had put a list of other counties in South Texas that utilize this Emeritus plan. I'm telling you, this Emeritus plan is the finest group dental and vision plan in South Texas. If I wasn't the broker for Atascosa County, I would highly recommend it for the benefit of county employees here. It's hands down the best plan being offered to you. Okay, so what I did is I saw that they use Clayburgh, Duval, Dimmitt, Hidalgo, Pleasanton ISD, and Sutton counties locally. All right, I have been frustrated because we've had problems. I thought, how do we fix this? What is our problem? I couldn't understand it. So I called the Treasurer's Department with each county and learned some interesting facts. Two of the counties, Duval and Dimmitt, having similar problems. Clayburgh County, Hidalgo, Pleasanton ISD, and Sutton, no problems with the billing. The common denominator with the two that are having problems, self-billing. They're paying in arrears, and they're not using the online employer portal where they can do their additions and deletions efficiently and quickly and accurately. Okay? Going forward, I have a couple of ladies, one in Harlingen, one in Dallas. We have our pick of trainers that will come in and sit down with Anna Rodriguez, Laura Pavelic, and Toby Hill. And we will sit there and do the training using the online system, same type of system that they're currently using for the medical insurance with TAC, paying forward, and then you get an accurate billing each month. The demon with using a paying in arrears and a self-billing is that we have a little feature called a billing cycle every month. And it can run anywhere from the 15th to the 20th of the month based on business days, because they have to stop taking additions or changes to a plan each month to start the billing for next month. So we kept having a snowball of errors that kept occurring with the self-billing method. It wasn't working. I will stay proactive if you choose to keep us, and I will work with Anna and Laura Pavelic to make sure that this online feature works properly. Our lady from Juvenile did a great job talking about the benefits on our plan. What you have before you, though, is I wasn't aware that she was going to do that. But anyway, we do have the benefits on these two plans in front of you. I'll quickly go over those. We do have a $3,000 maximum benefit per year for dental, okay? People are going to realize much more savings and even less out of pocket if they utilize local providers that are on the dental network. We have several dentists here in Atascosa County that are on the plan. We have the list here, and we also have it online at emeritus.com. Main difference is I'm also a Blue Cross Blue Shield agent, okay? I have lots of small groups, large and small, that have the same dental plan that TAC has. It's a good plan. It's a decent plan. It's just not as rich as this Emeritus plan. Blue Cross Blue Shield basically pays on 80th percentile, 80th of usual and customary. Blue Cross, or the Emeritus plan, pays at the 90th percentile of whatever is charged. Different dentists charge different amounts, okay? The ones with the brand new fancy buildings, watch out, okay? Yes, there was a question brought up at the last meeting, and it was a good question. Laura Pavelic said, how come you're just now lowering these rates? Well, here's my answer. This is open enrollment period. They had a right to. The renewal for this is October 1. So yes, Emeritus even lowered the rates even lower. Okay, so there's not a 15% difference between the Blue Cross and the Emeritus, it's 8%. And I will tell you that the difference in the cost, even though Emeritus is still a little bit higher, the benefits far exceed this additional cost. Your employees like this plan. The orthodontia benefit, even though they're getting a rate reduction, Emeritus's loss ratio on just the orthodontia this past year was 162%. That meant that for every dollar that the county employees are paying Emeritus for orthodontia, Emeritus has paid out $1.62 for ongoing orthodontia benefits. We have a bunch of children right now that are currently undergoing orthodontia care on this plan. Remove this plan, you're going to have some upset employees. I'm sorry. The vision plan. There are no copays, okay? You can get all frames, lenses, contact lens, all the devices once a year, okay? Not limited to 2 years. We have lots of local providers. What used to be Atascosa Vision Source, what is it called now? Where Dr. Planchet is still there. He's on the plan. All of the Pearl Vision Centers, Vision Source, Costco is a great place to go get great frames, okay? And you'll have very little copays. The Blue Cross has a $130 frame allowance. This one's $180. And our rate guarantee from this October is 2 years on both the dental and vision. Are there any questions? I appreciate your time. Yes, sir.
I have one, same question. I have two. The plans combined under, not separate, under Emeritus, or can you get dental only?
These are both voluntary products. An employee can choose one. He can choose dental or vision only, or both, or neither.
Perfectly answers my question. Second one is this discount permanent?
Discount.
The lowering of the price,
2 years.
2 years.
Yes, sir. If you'll look right there on rate
So it's just
guarantee.
nothing's guaranteed not to go up, but I understand. So it's 2 year reduction?
Correct.
Yeah. Guaranteed not to go over.
From
Trick
October
question.
1st,
Yeah, it
2000.
was a trick question. Yeah, sorry. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional, sir. Yeah, I was trying to get say it's permanent
Okay.
for,
Yeah.
you know, lifetime. Whose lifetime? Yeah. 2 years. Got it.
Any other questions?
For Mr. Hill?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody's looking at me. Judge and Commissioners, we have had a problem with emeritus. Toby came, we talked a lot about what caused the problem and inefficiencies probably on both sides. And at this point, you know, he has made some recommendations, if you choose to stay with emeritus, that hopefully will alleviate this. I'm not going to recommend either plan. What I will say is TAC has been very good to us. Rick's Insurance, Toby has been very good to us. But this is for the employees, and it's paid for by the employees. And so, as such, you commissioners will end up having to make the decision which is best for the employees. And I will work with TAC, and I will work with Toby. I might be a little more in Toby's ear this time than I was last time. If emeritus is chosen, we haven't had to do that with TAC. We haven't had billing problems with TAC. The one thing that we will have to do with either product is bill in advance versus in arrears. So we'll have some complications, some issues that we'll have to go over with the employees as we go forward with either plan. Because our payday is the 15th of this month, and which is Thursday. There is no way we can go in and make any changes, additions, or whatever as a result of today's meeting. So the only thing that's going to come out of their September 15th check is going to be the premiums that they pay for the July hours for emeritus. Then we're going to have to look at, either way, we're going to have to hit them twice in the next paycheck to get them caught up to be in advance versus in arrears. And that is one of the main issues. Nobody will lose coverage, whatever they, you know, whatever company that you go with, it's going to be the same thing with either case. We will work very hard to get it all straightened out and keep it straight. But the employees are going to probably have a little bit of a grumble, but it's going to be with either way, because there's no way we can get it done in time for this payroll. So that's the main issue that I want the employees to understand. But again, whatever, I feel like our commissioners have always done what's best for Atascosa County, and they've always had my back. I have no reason to feel that they're going to do anything different today. But again, the premiums that pay for these policies are employee premiums. The county does not subsidize it in any way. So it might be better for the lesser amount, or they might want to pay a little bit more and have the better benefits. But again, that will be your decision, gentlemen, and whatever decision you make, I will support you, and I will work with TAC or emeritus either way, and we will get this done for our employees.
Thank you.
Ms. Pavelic, thank you. You answered a lot of my questions without me having to ask, so thank you. Commissioners, myself, I don't use either one. I probably should within the next year, I'm sure, at least one of them. But that being said, I'm about the operations of the county, and if Ms. Pavelic says that she's willing to work with either one, and either way, we're gonna have to make changes. No put towards TAC. TAC's great, but I do agree with shopping local. And now it's not just my decision here, guys, but I'm just looking at operations of county, what's good for business. We have our health care with TAC. I hate losing somebody local. That's just my way of it. I'm a self-employed owner in the county of a business. I wouldn't want somebody going around me just because the quality of price is more, because I know through our business, my business, you're gonna get what you're paying for. And I'm not knocking my competitors that are lower in price, but I just know at the end of the day what my quality service is. So I also don't, I have to be justifiable on the amount of money that we pay, but I also gotta look at the outside picture. What's the smartest plan? What's the smartest way? That's my opinion. I'll choose how you guys do because I don't use it. But I want some opinions on this.
I don't use it either. I agree with most everything you said, or everything you said. I do want to point out, sitting here running the numbers, that Mr. Hill is absolutely correct, but not on vision. Vision is roughly 40% higher with Emeritus than TAC. I just want the numbers out on the table. So, but dental is the big one, I think, and that's what Ms. Carrillo was talking about, was orthodontics for kids and so forth, and I hear what Mr. Hill said about paying 80% of whatever the cost is. I mean, we all know we get bills, and we love tax, Blue Cross Blue Shield. It has been wonderful for our county, in my opinion. But we go to the doctor, and I'm blessed to have good health. I don't go a lot, but when I go, there's always something they don't pay. It's not usual and customary, so I hear that. That's a really good point that Mr. Hill made. But I do want to make sure the numbers are laid out on the table. Vision is roughly, and I'm only calculating the family. It may be different in the other three tiers, but at the maximum level, just doing it in my head is some 40-something% higher on the vision, and very close on the dental, very close. And we have no assurance that TAC won't go up next year. We don't know. I'm sure you don't know either. Everybody has to calculate their tables. I'm sure that they're going to be hooked for 2 years if we went with them, but after that, they're going to recalculate too. So I get that. That's the way insurance tables work. Any other comments? Are we ready to make a decision?
I myself don't use it either, but my wife does.
Sir, you what?
My wife does contacts and dental.
No.
I still have all my teeth with no, I got them all. Thank God.
Too much information. I'm sorry.
I bet your wife
Couldn't resist
appreciates
it. I
you telling
apologize,
us that.
Commissioner.
You would have said something like that too, sir.
Yes, sir. I just did. You're right.
That's right. This is a hard decision.
It is. Two very good people. Two very good organizations.
Ms. Pavelik, may I ask, when we sent the paychecks out this last month and it had the slips in there and all of the employees were to have them back, is that gonna cause a lot of chaos in your office because it's being changed again?
I'm gonna try to put some type of a notice in this paycheck that says that we have some issues, with, unknowingly sending that out, that, the commissioners have gone with whatever today, but as a result of the delay, that the, whatever the case is, I'm going to try to explain it very, very,
saying there's gonna be a double deduction on the next payroll?
With either company, because to pay them in advance, we have to.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. And we see what happens when we pay in arrears. Makes it very difficult because of the ads and additions, and it doesn't work, to the benefit of the employee. So either way, whether we go with TAC or emeritus, they will still get a double deduction.
That's something I've gotta explain to the guy. The guys are gonna come to me when they see this.
And what are you gonna do? You can come call in?
That's right.
Well, I will tell you this, if any of the precincts would like Anna to come and talk, you know, she has gone and explained things, and will continue to do that, to explain insurances. You know, we've done that before. But we expect to field a lot of questions no matter what. So, again, it's just something that we're gonna have to work through.
I've got a comment. Since this is all voluntary, and it's voluntary on the behalf of the employees, the only comments we've heard from the voluntary participants, from that young lady over there, it appears to me that even though the premium for Emeritus is a little more, the benefits outweigh the cost. So based upon that and what the employee has said in comments, that would be my recommendation, that we go with Emeritus.
My employees mostly want Americans too.
Okay, that's,
So that's a motion?
you want me to make the motion? I'd be happy to. I move that we
Go ahead.
approve Emeritus for dental and vision.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Knowlton,
Second.
second by Commissioner Gillespie to go with Emeritus. Is there any discussion or questions or comments by our participants?
Can I just make one comment?
Yes, you may.
Talking about the vision was kind of similar. When I was crunching I was doing the numbers, like a family of four, let's say we had, and I know you already agreed to it, but it's just a comment. Like we have to pay $40 for the copay. We have to pay for the lenses, and the copay for each lens, like I said, the single, bifocal, trifocal, there's a copay. And with, ESP or, American, sorry, there's not a copay for that. So if you outweigh the numbers of what we'd be saving for family of four, it's $181, I think, but then we're losing $50 allowance for the frames. We're only really paying more than what, $30?
Did I hear you say you were speaking for your entire department?
Yes.
That's what I thought I heard you say. All right, well, are we ready to vote? All those in favor of the motion, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. I'm sorry, we love TAC. We love you guys, and we appreciate Blue Cross, we appreciate the hospitalization, and it's wonderful. I'm sorry about I'm sorry about all the confusion we created.
Okay, we understand either way, so thank you all for having me today.
Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. We're gonna move up after number 4, 3 more items, number 12, 13, in the executive session. So number 12 is Roger Garcia. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel, existing employee Ashley Bragg, position administrative assistant, pay rate tier 1, 3173.95 monthly, salary budget area 012445404, physical drug test not applicable, start date 09/01/22. Huh?
Morning.
Good morning, Roger.
So Ashley is our admin right now. When we hired her at the lower tier. She came over from the sheriff's office, so the concern of her being able to do the job wasn't a concern so much as how quick could she learn the office. She picked it up in like a week, so we're just looking to pay her for her skills.
Move approval.
Motion by Commissioner Knowlton. Second by Commissioner Perez. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Next is number 13, Roger Garcia. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning approving ARP funds to cover the cost of repair to the pneumatic telescoping mast for a command trailer. Cost for repair is estimated at $3,932.51. See attached. Madam Auditor, have you been apprised of this?
So this is a quote, or the quote cost for the command trailer that we have, that ACOG gave us. They still own the trailer, but we have full responsibility for the trailer and unlimited use. It's one of those, it's yours until we have to take it back down the road, which they've already mentioned they're not taking it back because they have nowhere to put it. It is a communications trailer. It's equipped with grant monies that we used last year to purchase 3 dual band radios. In the event something happens at the sheriff's office where we lose the line, or like Uvalde, we sent it out to Uvalde to assist them as a command post. But in doing that, we didn't have comms capability because of the range issues. The range comes from the antenna, which is on a pneumatic mast. The pneumatic mast was built in Wisconsin, I think. So when I quoted to get it shipped up there, repaired, and then shipped back, it was like 10 grand. There's 2 companies that we were able to reach out to in San Antonio, one of which was roughly the same price, but we were gonna have to dismantle, transport back, and then remantle. This company's doing it all for the price of what he has listed there.
So in other words, they own it, but if we break it, we fix it, right?
Yes, yeah. But it's a good trailer. So this was the trailer that David worked on before he passed. So it's got a lot of benefits for the county and the region.
Could you expand a little bit more on what happened? Did it get damaged? Did we damage it? or-
So the trailer's been at ACOG from my understanding for a long time. It was sitting since 2010. It uses plastic seals, I guess, inside that, and they seized up.
Okay.
How often do y'all use that trailer?
I'd like to use it as often as possible. We took it out to the festival grounds for the Poteet Festival. I'd like to take it out to the Fall Festival that they're planning to have in October. Anything that we have large scale, because it is comms capable, they can, if the sheriff's office is running security, they can use that for security purposes. If we have a large scale incident, on the EM side, we can use it. Large grass fires for the fire marshal's office, we can roll it out. It's a dispatching office basically, and a conference room essentially too.
Is that the one we make available on call to ACOG if they need it?
That we have to because it's an ACOG trailer, yes.
So if they had needed another county, and
Yes, sir.
we
Yeah.
would do that anyway.
Yes, yeah, we did with our other trailers, sir.
Move for approval.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie for approval, second by Commissioner Riley. Discussion, all those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. B, discuss and take appropriate action concerning improving ARP funds to purchase 2 new generators from Northern Tools. Generators will serve as power supply units to 2 command communication trailers operated by FMO OEM. Please see the attached sheet for data and specs. The cost is estimated to be $3,200.
So with those, sorry, yeah, 32. They're right there. They're $3,100 a piece roughly. We should be tax exempt, I think, so we should be fine. The comms trailer uses a lot of power. It has a generator, but again, it's one of those things where we're responsible for the repairs. The one it has is non-functioning. When I say that it's sat at ACOG, it's sat since 2010 probably. I think Converse Fire was the last department to have it, and it's sat in their parking lot for years and years and years and years. So the carb, the pump, the generator, like it's all trashed out. So repairing it wouldn't be worth having it fail on us at a time of need. The trailer, our other trailer, our older one that we had for a while, we sent that over to Uvalde and had to go pick it up as well, because the generator on it also failed. It couldn't stand the heat, it couldn't stand the workload. The trailers run dual AC units. If you have an RV unit, it's like 7,000, 7,500 watts it needs to have. This has enough surge watts, it has enough running watts. It's a dual fuel, so we can utilize it in times of limited gas availability. We can use it. I mean, it's going to be beneficial. The size of it is good. We're just kind of in the middle of, do we mount it to the trailer and leave it there full time, or do we roll it inside and then we keep it for the trailers, and then if we need it for something else to run lights for a facility or something. But we're leaning towards probably mounting them permanently on the tongues of these trailers, so that way we don't have to worry about towing them and all the other issues of hauling them.
The funds are available, Tracy? move
And on
approval.
these, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I move approval.
I was gonna make a comment.
Well, make a comment.
That's a
Just go
question.
make a comment.
How often do y'all start these and run them?
So we try to do them once a week. The one we have now, it went for a little while without being run. It just needed to be cleaned up.
Sometimes it's worse to leave them set than you.
Well, so yeah, that's for most tools. You know, you leave them sitting idle, gasoline has so much ethanol now, it gunks up the carbs. So we've gone to using non-ethanol fuel in all of our smaller engines. It's easier,
Okay,
that and fuel additive.
a second. He made the motion.
You make your motion again?
I move to approve the purchase.
I'll second it.
Motion by Commissioner Knowlton, second by Commissioner Riley.
Your Honor, I would like to make it just where they are mounted.
Yeah, I'd prefer them mounted too.
Because the moment you're gonna need it, you're gonna have to hunt that thing down, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be used somewhere else for something little if it is a really bad emergency.
Well, that and I don't want it rolling around or
Right.
having to figure out mounting issues.
True that.
inside.
Yeah, okay.
Do we need to amend the motion for that, or is that?
Sure. I amend the motion to
Okay.
approve the purchase and that the generator
Order
be
to
mounted
mount
on
it.
the equipment.
Amend your second. Okay. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to move up the executive session. Agenda item 34, the regular session of Atascosa County Commissioners Court will now recess in order to convene an executive session according to Texas Government Code 551.071 to discuss personnel and other matters with the county attorney's office. So we are recessed in this meeting for the purpose of executive session at 9:51 a.m. And I ask everyone to leave but the commissioners and Tracy. this meeting of Atascosa County Commissioners' regular meeting in County Courtroom Suite 203, September 12, 2022. The time is 11:36 a.m. and we are back in regular session. Could you close that door, please? Oh, sure. Thank you. Oh, I got two commissioners gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
We're not reconvened. We do not have a quorum. Well, if that's the only mistake I make today, that'll be good. I usually make a number every day, so I'm good with it. Huh?
I said, but who's counting?
Thank you. It's nice to have a county attorney that's so funny. I just tried to reconvene the meeting with one commissioner. I was rushing.
Trent lost audio again. Do you want to call him back again? I don't know what the deal is. Zoom is my favorite.
Okay.
try it again.
Says he's on. No, that's just his iPhone, but he may have audio. You hear me, Trent?
Got it back. He said got it back.
Okay.
Okay, good.
All right.
He's on.
All right, now we're reconvening Atascosa County Commissioners Court back in its regular meeting of County Courtroom Suite 203, September 12th. The time is 11:38 a.m. We're going to take action coming out of our executive session. Item 1 is we need a motion to accept the resignation of our fire marshal. So moved. Could you please make your motion to
Yes.
extend benefits for him through, even though his resignation is effective today, we will continue to pay him through the end of the month and provide medical insurance through the end of the month.
Yes, sir. Make a motion that we accept his Rogers resignation and that the pay continue till the end of the month and the benefits.
Thank you very much. Second by Commissioner Knowlton, motion by Commissioner Perez. Any conversation, discussion? All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Second item is appointment of an interim fire marshal.
Sir, Your Honor, I move that we appoint Henry Dominguez as interim fire marshal.
Motion by Commissioner Knowlton.
Second.
By Commissioner Riley. Discussion?
Does Mr. Dominguez approve? I mean,
Do you accept? Yeah.
Yes, sir, I do accept the interim position.
Under pressure? No, there's
No, no pressure. No, totally voluntary.
All right. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate your help. The third one is the time clock issue.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, I move that we instruct all department heads for the time being to use our time system and clock in.
Department heads that report to Commissioner.
I'm sorry, instruct all department heads who are not elected officials to clock in using our time system.
Motion by Commissioner Knowlton, second by Commissioner Riley. Any discussion? All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries.
Better get him off her.
There's a mute button on there. Okay, so we're gonna move quickly on to number 5. We have Dawn Penny, Samantha Jankowski, Sam here. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel, existing employee Evelyn Martinez, position full-time entry-level EMT, pay rate $13 hourly. Thank you, Henry. 120 uniform, benefits after 90 days, salary budget area 041-400-430, 041-400-404, 041-400-489. Physical drug test is pending, start date is 9/12.
so moved.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Knowlton. Discussion, all those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. Number 6, Daniela Martinez, Discuss and take appropriate action concerning. Go ahead and read. New employee, Virginia Rodriguez, LVN, position temporary, part-time COVID team, pay rate $35 hourly, salary budget area 012-487-404, physical drug test not applicable, start date 09/02/2022.
Hello.
Good morning, Ms. Martinez.
Good morning. Yes, as y'all know, Ms. Bedingfield has been out for some time due to surgery. She is scheduled to come back at the end of this month, which is great news. We did have a part-time helping us while she's been out, although she had a prior engagement, didn't realize she was gonna have to be out as long, that Ms. Bedingfield was gonna have to be out as long, so we needed Ms. Rodriguez to come in and cover for the week, and when she's out, so.
And she's also going to continue to help with COVID testing?
Yes, sir, that's my understanding, yes, sir.
Ms. Pavelli, is that the appropriate pay rate? I mean, is the classification of part-time done properly?
I think that, yes,
Temporary, part-time?
temporary, part-time.
And that pay rate is acceptable, or?
Yes, I think that's what we are,
Was
Okay.
agreed?
Just-
yes.
That's what we were already paying. See, there was a temporary working for Leslie, and then she had some family problems, and we didn't want there to be an interruption in coverage at the detention center or in the COVID coverage. And she actually found this lady, I think.
Yes, she did.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We have a motion, and a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Moulton. All those in discussion, all those in favor, signify by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. Number 7, Daniela Martinez, discuss and take appropriate action concerning the Atascosa County Juvenile Detention Center pre-post policy and procedure, adding policy number 15.1, mental health records. Ms. Martinez.
Yes, sir. We already have had the pre-post policy signed and approved by you and commissioners. So 15.1 is just adding mental health records, and that's for the post program. That's to make sure that we're covered under mental health records. So we just want to add that to what we already have existing.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Riley. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 8, Daniela Martinez, discuss and take appropriate action concerning the Atascosa County Juvenile Detention Center contract and agreement for secure long-term residential service of juvenile offenders for the Atascosa Substance Abuse Program, ASAP. Ms. Martinez.
Yes, sir. This is the contract that was created for the post program. The amount will be $250 daily rate. I know that I have sent this to you, Judge Hurley, and as well, Mr. Trent Rowell has also looked at this and has approved it. So just want to get it approved through Commissioners Court to move forward.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Perez.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Moulton. And this is what the counties will send in to us.
Sir?
This is what the counties, the contract.
Yes, I will send this out with their name. I'll have to type it up and send it to them, and then
If
they'll.
the county wants to send someone to our post, we send them the contract, they fill it out, their name, they sign it, has the $250 rate in it, and it comes back to us, and we accept the patient.
Yes, sir.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 9, Daniela Martinez, discuss and take appropriate action concerning the Atascosa County Juvenile Detention Center Medical Program Services Agreement for Atascosa County Substance Abuse Program, ASAP. Ms. Martinez.
Yes, Dr. Zatucci's already our doctor that we have for pre, and so we just had to create another contract for post with him agreeing to work with our residents that are coming in for post. He's been great and works very well with our nurse. So we're just asking to approve this medical director services agreement. He's already signed, I signed. Judge Hurley, you approved, so I'm hoping that y'all can just approve this for our record.
Motion by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
second by Commissioner Perez. We're required to have medical health authority, so, and Dr. Zertucci has performed for years for
Yes.
the detention center. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 10, Janet, thank you.
Thank y'all so much, I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
It's okay.
Number
Thank
10,
you.
Janice Rupel. A, I'll discuss and take appropriate action concerning approving workers for the November 8, 22 election. See attached.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Y'all have the list of workers.
Move approval.
Motion by Commissioner Knowlton for to approve
Second.
A, approving workers for the November 8 election. Second by Commissioner Riley. Discussion, questions? All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number B, discuss and take appropriate action concerning approving the contract between Atascosa County and the following entities: Charlotte ISD, Somerset ISD, City of Jordan, and City of Christine.
Yes, sir. It's the same contract we've been using for several years, so.
Motion by Commissioner Riley, second by Commissioner Gillespie. Discussion, all those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. C, discuss and take appropriate action approving notice of election to be posted in Pleasant Express newspaper. Motion by Commissioner Riley.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Perez. Discussion, all those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Ma'am. Lisa Akers. Discuss and take appropriate action to give Judge Hurley and Commissioners an end-of-year update on the indigent program for state fiscal year September 2021 through August of 2022.
Good morning. The total expenses were $852,015.07, with $1,657 in reimbursements, which was less than 4%.
Our expenditures were less than $1 million.
Wow.
Well, thank you very much. I can remember when it was $4 million.
Yes. It was
Thank you very much.
good.
Any questions? Motion to accept the report.
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
Commissioner Knowlton, second by Commissioner Riley. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Thank you
Thank
for a
you.
great job. Number 14, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss and take appropriate action approving the Eichmann Place subdivision on Eichmann Road in Precinct 2.
They dotted every I, crossed every T. I move approval.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Knowlton to approve the
Second.
Eichmann Place subdivision.
Second.
By Commissioner Perez. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Laura Pavelic, discuss and take appropriate action concerning approving the publication of the August 2022 Treasurer's Report order in the Pleasant Express newspaper and county website.
Yes, I'd like to request approval.
So moved.
Mark.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Perez. I'd like to point out that the report the treasurer gave me today shows that our reserves are up $5 million to date from last year, and we needed it. So, thank you.
Did y'all vote
We have a
already?
motion and a second. All those in favor, please indicate by raising the right hand. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Diane Gonzalez, discuss and take appropriate action to approve Commissioners Court minutes for June 2022. Ms. Gonzalez.
All the minutes were sent out to you, and I didn't hear any complaints, so I would like to have.
So good.
Motion by Commissioner Perez, second by Commissioner Riley. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 17, Diane Gonzalez, discuss and take appropriate action concerning holding the public hearing for the county archive budget for 2023. The notice was published in the local newspaper for 1 week, being August 24, 2022, as prescribed by law. This plan is for the preservation and restoration of books and the continuation of the Trifold project. Thank you, Rusty. If anyone's interested, this is the beautiful job Ms. Gonzalez is doing on our ancient documents. These are the original documents from Commissioners Court meetings of 1863 and 1864, I believe. Yeah, I looked at it. One of them was they were swearing in a commissioner named Gates in 1863. I thought, well, OB couldn't possibly be that old.
He wasn't back there.
I'm sure it must be a relative. Anyhow, I'm sorry. So this plan is for the preservation. The budgeted amount of the plan for 2023 is $300,000. The plan is available for review in the county clerk's office. So I'm opening the public hearing for comments. We have nobody signed in up for public comments. Is there anyone that wished to say anything that did not sign up? Quickly. Being none, we will move on. B is closed public hearing. 18, Diane Gonzalez, discuss and take appropriate action concerning approval and adoption of the archive budget plan for 2023 in the amount of $300,000 as prescribed by the Local Government Code Section 118.025G. Ad was placed in the newspaper of local circulation on August 24, 2022. Ms. Gonzalez.
I talked to you just another time about the tribal project and the backfall project and how the restoration of books, that's what that money is spent on those books and files and things.
So we had the hearing on the $300,000, now we're approving it, right?
Yes, so I need your approval, yes.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Riley. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. Number 19, Greg Simmons. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. New employee Larry Griego, position custodian. Pay rate 40027.08 annually. Salary budget area 012-460-402. Physical drug test complete. Start date 09/12/2022. Need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
Commissioner Gillespie. Did you?
Yeah, I made the motion, he
made the
seconded.
motion.
Okay, second by Commissioner Knowlton.
Did he have one quitting, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
he's
it's
somebody
open.
leave.
Okay.
Yeah, they quit, yeah.
I just want to make sure there is an opening.
There is an opening. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 20, Sheriff's salary. Good morning, Sheriff.
Still morning, barely.
That was a very subtle gesture, Sheriff. It's not hard to tell how you feel.
No, you know me.
Yes, sir, that's right. Number 20, Sheriff's salary. I'll read the first one. I think the next two I can read together, and they all said, the other two, I have reviewed it, the others seem different. Is it
Yes,
all right if
sir.
I read them that way?
Yes, sir.
Discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. New employee, Rebecca Perez, position telecommunications officer, pay rate tier 2, 43062.61 annual, 40 flex, $150 holiday, $120 month uniform pay, 90-day probation, 1 year agency probation, salary budget area 012-448-402, physical drug test complete, start date 9/16/2022.
Yes, sir. Ms. Bettis comes to us from Wilson County. She's a very experienced dispatcher. I'd like to start her on the 16th with the salary and benefits stated in the agenda.
Motion by Commissioner Knowlton. Second by Commissioner Perez. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. The next two I'll read together. The only difference is start date. New employee Stephanie Smith, position deputy sheriff, pay rate tier 2, 47989.61 annual, 171 fluctuating pay program, $175 holiday pay, $120 month uniform pay, 90-day county probation, 1 year agency probation, salary budget area 012-440-410, physical drug test complete, start date is 9/12/2022, 9 a.m.
Yes.
Read the second one, is a new employee, Jeremiah Sanchez, and all data is the same except the start date is 9/21/2022.
Yes, sir. Both these individuals are experienced peace officers, state certified, and like to hire them at the salary and benefits stated in the agenda.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Perez. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Existing employee, Ronald Sanchez Jr., Position Deputy Sheriff Flex Support, pay rate $49,989.11 annual, 120-month uniform, 40 hours weekly, salary, budget area 012-440-410, physical drug test not applicable, start date 9/16/2022. Sheriff?
Yes, Deputy Sanchez will be moving from patrol to the flex support position effective the 16th. Salary's the same, but he will not be getting the $175 a month holiday pay is the only difference.
Motion for approval, Commissioner Riley. Second, Commissioner Perez. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Existing employee, John Strauss, position Patrol Sergeant, pay rate $51,719.59 annual, 171 fluctuating pay. Program, $175 holiday pay a month, $120 month uniform pay. Salary budget area 012-440-410. Physical drug test not applicable. Start date 09/01/2022.
Yes, Deputy Strauss, promoting him to patrol sergeant for an opening we have there. He started that position on September 1st. I'd like to make it effective on that date.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Knowlton.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gillespie. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. And last but not least, existing employee, Zuchai Chi.
Zuki Chia.
Did I get that right?
Zuki Chia.
Zuki Chia.
Okay.
Okay, close. Position Sergeant Investigator, pay rate 57020.26 annual, 120-month uniform, 171 hour fluctuating pay program, salary budget area 012-440-410, physical drug test not applicable, start date 09/15/2022.
Yes, Deputy Chia was in the flex support position, and he is being promoted after a competitive promotion competition, and to Sergeant Investigator effective the 15th of September.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Riley.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Perez. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Thank you. As big as he is, I want to pronounce his name right when I talk to him.
Me too. That's why I learned it.
Yes, sir. Number 21, Sheriff Salary. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning approving additional ARP funds for the purchase of a dishwasher warranty, softener, and installations. Original purchase price of $16,708 was previously approved. Additional amount of $4,073.08 is needed. The total of $20,781.08 includes demo, installation, electrical upgrade, and water softener. Sheriff.
Yes, we purchased this new dishwasher with the ARP funds that y'all approved here a while back. My staff didn't have everything that they maybe should have had at the time, but we need an additional $4,073, and because they're going to come in and do the installation themselves. It protects us on warranty, which includes a demo, and needs an electrical upgrade. And also the water softener is to also promote the warranty. Without the water softener, we can't get the full warranty that we need. So I would like y'all to consider an extra $4,073.08 on this project.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Knowlton. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion
You got
carries.
enough prisoners washing dishes over
Yeah. They help, believe me, they do. They put them in there and take them out.
there. There you go.
And it's barely 11:59, Sheriff. I just want to point that out.
That's
You got it done.
Okay. Number 23, Commissioner Knowlton. Discuss and take appropriate action to sign.
22.
You skipped me.
Oh, Commissioner Gillespie, I'm sorry. I put my check mark down before I did it. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning issuing McCoy Water Supply Corporation a permit for a road bore located in precinct 1895 Old Adams Lane, Pleasanton, for Baltimore Campuzano. Commissioner Gillespie.
Thank you, Your Honor. I move approval of this site to be worked on.
Second.
Second, motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Knowlton. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 23, Commissioner Knowlton. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning assigning a representative to manage the Atascosa County 2020 census report. I asked Commissioner Knowlton to put this on the agenda. He asked me to do it, and I told him I'd rather Commissioners Court did it. I ducked it back to him.
If anyone still remembers, several months ago, I don't remember how many months ago, we discussed the fact that our census came in under 50,000 people. By doing that, it limits Atascosa County for the next 10 years until the next census to certain statutes regarding zoning and other things that we may or may not do. There is a process by which we can appeal it, so I didn't wait for anybody. I contacted Congressman Square's office, and they've assigned an individual, I forgot his name, there's an email that I forwarded to Judge Hurley. But I don't think it's appropriate for me to continue this, since this is going to require more than a few more months. So I believe we should assign someone to pursue this, because it's very important to the county to try to get the number corrected to get us above 50,000. I don't remember what we actually came in at, but I suspect we were a little bit over 50,000 to begin with.
We were 49 something.
49 something, and I believe that we were undercounted in certain areas. In any case, unless somebody wants to volunteer, I'll make a suggestion.
I'd love to have a suggestion.
Miss Brittany. And the reason I suggest her is that she's handling all the new residents coming in, and she's got a good feel for how the population is changing. If she'll accept, I don't know.
Motion by Commissioner
She
Knowlton,
said
second by
yes.
Commissioner Riley. I was not expecting that. That's,
I will forward to.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I bet some other people we were considering are happy, too.
Rusty.
I thought it was going to be Rusty, but Brittany. Rusty's smiling. Brittany's still smiling, too. Do you accept, Brittany?
So in conjunction with that, I'll forward to you
Just
everything I've got.
Just to research what needs to be done and if it's doable and timelines and all that stuff. It's just,
Voting?
so everybody in favor?
I moved Brittany.
Didn't I?
Yeah, he made a second.
Didn't I say?
I got a second, okay, all right.
Motion for Commissioner Knowlton, second by Commissioner Riley. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you, Brittany. Number 24, Tracy Barrera, discuss and take appropriate action concerning approval to purchase equipment for hearing impaired individuals for the district courtroom. The quote from Listen Technologies is $2,724.84 plus shipping costs and installation if applicable. If approved, this will be charged to capital outlay, unanticipated capital need 012-468-707. Ms. Barrera, there you are.
Hi. This was requested by the district judge, Judge Wilson to be exact, and Margaret's here, she can vouch for it, but Justin did the research, this is what he found, this was acceptable, so it's requesting that we approve this and pay it out of unanticipated capital outlay.
Basically, we have a lot of jurors, potential jurors who come in who cannot hear, so we lose that prospective juror. This would accommodate, I think, 4 jurors.
Motion by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
second by Commissioner Perez.
Would you have an
Questions?
idea of what the installation and the shipping costs? Because your agenda item says plus.
No, we don't until we give them that. If it's something outrageous, I will obviously bring it back. But until we sign it and say, yes, we want it, then they'll give us the final number. So I'll bring those back.
It says, oh, I see what you're asking. Good question, Commissioner Gillespie, good catch. Okay. So I think the question is maybe Justin can install it, is what we're thinking.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I went over there.
Yeah. He agrees Justin can do it.
Okay. Did we have a motion? Motion by Commissioner Riley? We do have
Second.
a motion.
Second was Mr. Pettis.
Yeah, I made
Second, Mr.
No,
Perez.
we just need a vote.
need to vote.
All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Number 25, Tracy Barrera, discuss and take appropriate action to approve the funds that were dedicated for the 2022 capital outlay expense of $100,000 for the TRLA building upgrade to be undedicated for that purpose. If approved, discuss and take appropriate action to approve dedicating $85,000 to election department needs and $15,000 to unanticipated capital need. Ms. Barrera.
Okay. This item was brought, and if Janice wants to address the needs, what she was needing, and the cost was in excess of what we had for unanticipated. So the judge and I sat down and looked at what we had in capital outlay, and this $100,000 that we had set aside specifically for bringing that other trailer over and adding that for the Trolley PDO, which we're no longer doing that, so therefore that is sitting there, but we needed to undedicate it for that purpose and then dedicate the funds for the items that election needs,
So
which are the, okay, thank you.
Both
I'll be quiet.
Motion by Commissioner Moulton
Second,
to both,
Both items.
to do what it says there, the
Right.
85,000 and it's coupled with an and 15,000 to anticipated capital needs.
Right.
And we had a second from Commissioner Gillespie. Okay, this is for e-polling books.
Yes, which
We're
is,
not happy with our e-polling books. We have chronic and constant problems. I'm speaking for you, Ms. Rupel. You tell me if I get it right or not, okay? Ms. Rupel has researched this, and while Bear County, Guadalupe, and who else? It's one other nearby that you talked to, did not buy, they were wiser than us, did not buy their e-polling books. They bought the ES&S equipment for voting, but not the e-polling books. That's where you check in and it reads your driver's license and does it. So Guadalupe is operating with the same voting equipment we have, and they've got one full election, a year of elections behind them with this system, and they love it. And Ms. Rupel's looked at it, I have not, but she is convinced it is going to streamline our voting process even much further.
I'm sure all of y'all have voted, but when our workers put in the name or scan whatever, then you have to turn around the machine for y'all to sign. This one is our workers here, and then they'll have their own thing up here connected on, and it even has a stylus with it and everything. It's very nice.
But it was also the glitches, having people assigned to the wrong,
When you turn that, all there's wires in there that get all twisted and messed up and.
but we also had them, didn't we have glitches with them setting up the wrong precincts and the wrong e-poll books? And then we won't be dependent on ES and,
Service is bad.
right, that's right.
That's the main issue.
And getting somebody down here to fix it was a problem, so
Yes, sir.
we're happy with the voting machines, but not happy with their e-poll books. And these other folks have had no problem, these other counties had no problems with them, the other company. This is a two-payment, no, this is one payment?
that's item B, which we don't have to discuss since you,
I'm sorry. I didn't-
we do need a vote on the first section, which is,
Yeah, we had a
we have a
motion
motion
and
in a
Thank you, ma'am.
second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand.
Thank you.
We fully explained everything, so discuss and take appropriate action to approve the purchase of 36 Votech Welcome or Votech kiosk laptops. The estimate from Votech for hardware, software, and hosting for 1 year is $82,536. There is a 1-year warranty included in the hardware warranty would be required to be purchased each year thereafter for an annual cost of $2,046.24. The annual support cost will be $7,980 starting in year 2. This will be charged to capital outlay 012-468-707.
so moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Knowlton. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vam. And thank you, Ms. Rupel, for your work in making things better. Trent Rowell, discuss and take action on approval of memorandum of understanding of Children's Alliance South Texas and Atascosa County pertaining to Technology Services and direct county judge to sign.
Frank can't hear again, he's still having problems, I don't know what the deal is.
But I know he reviewed the contract.
He can speak, but he can't hear anything we're saying. I don't know if you wanna try again. Dial in, I don't know.
Redial.
Redial again.
He can hear us, but we can't.
Okay, Trent, we're on agenda item 26 pertaining the approval of the MOU for Children's Alliance in Atascosa County. Have you reviewed that?
I have reviewed that, and that's the standard technology agreement with CAF, and we're asking for approval.
And we're just doing that because we provide that to them, and we wanted an MOU on it.
So moved.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. Motion by Commissioner Knowlton,
Second.
second by Commissioner Riley. Discussion, all those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. And then we have Trent Rowell,
26.
speed humps. Is that where we are? Yes.
Yep.
27. Conduct public hearing on installing speed humps on North First Street, Royal Oak subdivision, a county road located in precinct 2, Atascosa County, described by attached map, per the county's authority to regulate speed on the county roads as described in Transportation Code 251.151. Item number 1 is open public hearing. We have no one that has signed up for the public hearing. B, 2 is closed public hearing. Then B is discuss and take action on installing speed humps on North First Street, Royal Oak subdivision, a county road located in precinct 2, Atascosa County, Texas, described by attached map per the county's authority to regulate speed on county road as described in Transportation Code 251.151.
I move approval. It's in my precinct, and I put this on originally in response to citizens' request.
Motion by Commissioner Knowlton,
Second.
second by Commissioner Gillespie. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 28, Trent Rowell. Discuss and take action concerning approving, directing the county judge to sign the release letter of credit dated August 7th, 2020 from Rio Bank covering road and drainage improvements for Maravillas West Subdivision Phase 1. Trent, would you please explain that?
Yes, this is a subdivision where we accepted the road on condition of a bond back in 2020. The 2 years have passed. The commissioner has done an inspection and approved. There's nothing that we need to collect on that bond, and so we need to release it. I'm not able to put my hands on the original, and sometimes I'll just take the original back, but this is a release that releases them from obligations on that bond.
I move approval. I inspected them.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Knowlton, who has inspected it in his precinct.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Perez. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Thank you. Motion carries. Number 29, Trent Rowell. Discuss and/or take action on approval of a contract for creation of a school resource officer between Atascosa Sheriff's Office and Our Lady of Grace Catholic Church and the Archdiocese of San Antonio. Trent?
Yes, the sheriff came to me a couple of weeks ago. We're not asking the commission to sign the contract yet because it's going to have to go up the chain if the commissioners approve the general idea of it. This is a contract for the sheriff's office to provide a school resource officer. In exchange, the school would pay for that officer's salary, benefits for a year around. It would be, the officer would be under the final control of the sheriff. There is a provision of the local government code that allows contracting between law enforcement and private entities, and this fits within that. What's allowed by statute is for the public safety, public good, and so the sheriff wanted us to put that on the agenda to see what the commissioner's approval was, and I believe the school board is meeting this evening, so if y'all approve, then it will go to them because Archdiocese has a team of lawyers that will want to look over this and probably go back and forth until we reach something that's acceptable.
Thank you. It's, Sheriff? Yes, sir. My understanding that the Archdiocese is going to pay the salary of the employee or reimburse us for it?
Yes, sir, they will reimburse a full year's salary on a monthly basis. So it won't cost the county any salary or any benefits at all.
So they reimburse us for salary and benefits,
Yes.
and then you're going to supply a car?
Yeah, we'll use one of our spares probably and supply the car. And so it's a 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. job. So Monday through Friday, holidays off. The deputy won't be getting holiday pay because they're going to get holidays off. But it'll be the standard, whatever the deputy sheriff's salary is what it will be.
Well, I fully support this, so we're ready to take a motion for approval. Commissioner Riley, motion to approve.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gillespie. Any other discussion or questions?
I just want to reiterate what Mr. Rao said. We're not approving the contract today, just y'all's consent to move forward. I don't want to do things behind y'all's back, but we want to move forward with it. The local school board over there at the Catholic school will look at it. They'll send it up to the Archdiocese, and then I'll be back before y'all probably in a couple of weeks.
So the contract will come back to us in
Yes,
its
sir.
final form?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. We have a motion to approve the concept. And a second?
Already
So,
did.
Yeah.
All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trent. Number 31. Discuss and take action adopting a resolution for the county and donation. Adopting a resolution for the county donation in relation to the Texas Department of Agriculture, Texas Feeding Texans Home Delivered Meal Grant, and authorize the county judge to sign. The resolution certifies the county will make the 2023 budgeted donation of $10,000 to Meals on Wheels San Antonio to be used in Atascosa County during 2023 fiscal year to provide meals to homebound elderly or disabled persons.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Knowlton. And of course, this is not all their costs. This is a donation to get them, enable them to come into our county and do it, but it doesn't cover all their costs. So, all those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. 32, discuss and take appropriate action concerning approving advertising for requests for proposals for repairs to the windows on the south side of the courthouse. If you're not aware, this wonderful rain we got, the big heavy rain, we had water coming in so much the floors had to be mopped through the windows on the south side. But I'm going to warn you that we're going to have to do all four sides. The caulk's disappearing. We've got evidence of water seepage up underneath the sill on almost all sides of the courthouse. We've had problems that have had to be repaired on this side, and a total fix is probably what's going to be needed. It's my feeling that you're talking about, based on previous bids, you're talking on those bids, what were they, Rusty, $65,000 a side?
For one side, and that doesn't include.
For one side, so you're talking about $320,000. So the worst side is the south side, next is the north side. And so my suggestion is we get RFPs, we try to find the money for doing one side, and I suggest that in the future the court do one side a year. It would be affordable and doable, and we're patching right now and caulking. Well, Greg's been around caulking sills and corner pieces, and there's a wood piece in my office, it's where a window used to be, so it needs to be done, so this is just for an RFP.
Move for approval.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
second by Commissioner Knowlton. Discussion, all those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 33, A, hold public hearing on salary, expenses, and allowances that are proposed to be increased for elected precinct officers of Atascosa County for the 2023 Atascosa County budget. The notice was published in local newspaper for 1 week, August 24th, pursuant to local government code section 152.013B. We are opening the public hearing. No one has signed up to attend. We are closing the public hearing. B, discuss and/or take appropriate action to set the salaries, expenses, and allowances for elected county or precinct officers of Atascosa County for the budget year beginning.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. It's just making sure you did your job. Yeah.
Your
For the
Honor,
budget year beginning January 1, 2023, ending on December 31st, 2023, pursuant to local government code section 152.013A. Commissioner Gillespie.
I did not speak up during the hearing, however, I will speak up now if I'm allowed. I had gotten, I don't know how many calls on it, but several calls in concern of the elected official position of our county attorney on her salary. I would like to address this to the court and just be known that it's been brought to my attention by several that she is going to be the only one out of the elected officials that's asking for an increase in their pay. I've been strongly spoken to, I guess I can say, that this ain't right. I don't know.
She's not the only one that got an increase. She got
For an elected position?
everybody got an increase, but her.
No, but I mean,
But the
away from the
percentage.
COLA.
Yes, okay.
So,
I also got several phone calls.
I got some myself.
Go ahead.
I also got some calls.
I mean, I don't, I think if I can speak with Ms. Vickers on it, from what I've gotten with all of it here is, I think the question of it is why are you different, is what I'm asked? What makes, when you take on this position, you know what it pays before you run for it? How are we to give ourselves, as an elected official, an increase in pay? I don't know if you'd like to address it, if you, or how we would want to do it, but I will say from everything on this paper, numerous times I've had calls come in on it, so, and that was only one. I don't know if you really can.
I mean, that's kind of my point. I'm not sure if that's appropriate at this time.
Right. Right. As far as my 2 cents on it, it needs to not happen right now. But I'm just one.
I'll make the motion that we adjust that to the COLA. It stands out as unusual.
I'm not sure this is just notice of proposed increases. We're not adopting the budget. We could make that change. Ms. Barrera?
According to local government code, the salaries have to be approved separately from the budget because I have to now notify, once this is done, all elected officials must be notified of the salaries that are set. Therefore, if there's a grievance, then we have the next process of a grievance committee and so on and so forth. So the salaries do have to be approved.
It says take appropriate action to set salaries, so.
And that's according to local government code.
So this will set the salaries for 2023 for the elected officials.
So I made a motion. Anybody want to second?
I'm sorry, what was your motion?
To adjust the county attorney's salary to that of the COLA of think it was 6%, is that correct?
5.
5, sorry.
Well, we agreed to go 5% straight across. So
Yes.
So your motion is to adjust the county attorney's salaries, increase to the same as all other county employees, which is 5%.
Yes, sir. That's the motion.
We have a second.
Second it.
Second by Commissioner Riley. Yeah, I think it's appropriate if you want to speak to it now. This is a determining vote. It's up to you, Ms. Vickers.
Well, my only observation is that the county attorney's salary, yes, when you run for a job, you know what the pay is going to be. Frankly, at the time I ran for this job, I will tell you that the county attorney's office was in horrific shape. I probably worked 90 to 100 hours a week. With my other job, because that's the only way I could afford to be the county attorney, was to work at my private office at the same time that I was working here. And I probably did that for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. When I finally got the office in shape and was able to get everyone on the right page, get all the police departments giving me their police reports in a timely fashion, and take that office seriously, by the time that happened, I was able to cut my hours down. This commissioner's court has always allowed the elected county attorney to have a private office on the side, which is what I've done. Mr. Franklin had that, Tommy Franklin, the prior county attorney for many, many years. That job has increased significantly in work level. I will tell you that I'm without the state supplement, and you're not, the commissioners are not supposed to count the state supplement in my quote-unquote salary, although this county has always done so. My state supplement for my job is, I think, $22,000 or $23,000, I can't remember precisely, as I wasn't prepared to speak to this today. Without that, I make less than my first assistant. The county pays me less than my first assistant makes, as I recall, looking at the numbers. So what I was trying to do was get the county attorney's salary without the state supplement to a level where my first assistant is. Obviously, it's up to the commissioners. If you choose not to do that, it is what it is. So, that's the explanation. When I got rid of my 5th attorney to try to give myself another administrative assistant, what I did is I just split that money among the lawyers, and I included myself. So, it is what it is. You can choose to do what you want, but that was mostly what the explanation was about.
Are there any other comments or discussion?
Nope.
Then all those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Next we have number,
I believe that was just the one salary, was it not? Did you?
Correct, yes.
So we still need to approve.
thank you. Yes, we still need a motion to approve the,
I move that we approve the salaries listed as amended.
as amended.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Milton, second by Commissioner Riley. Discussion, all those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 37, discuss and take appropriate action concerning the following 2022 budget line item adjustments and/or budget amendments to the following. They have been posted, so we're ready to take a motion on it.
Any questions on any of
Any
them?
questions on any of the changes?
Move approval.
Second that.
Motion by Commissioner Milton, second by Commissioner Riley for approval. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Okay, number 38, discuss, review, and take action to accept and/or approve any invoices or payroll.
Invoices are there, sir, there are no live checks.
No live checks, no payroll to approve at this time. Just need a motion to approve the bills.
Make a motion to approve all bills to be paid and payroll.
There's no.
Oh, there's, sorry, no payroll, sorry.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
second by Commissioner Milton. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 39 is moot. We do not act on reports in this meeting. So number 40 is comments from Commissioners Court. Are there anyone that wish to make any announcements at this time? I'd like to tell you that the Public Defender's Office has selected a chief PDO. We're going to be working to get that office started up as soon as possible. It is running, but it's not running with a lot of people, not nearly enough. When you're budgeted for 20 plus people and you've got 3, that's not enough people. So there'll be a lot of lawyers needed to be hired. The public hearings for the 2023 Atascosa County proposed budget and the Atascosa County proposed budget tax rate will be held September 26, 2022 at 9 a.m. in the Atascosa County Courthouse located 1 Courthouse Drive, Jordan, Texas. The Commissioners Court meeting will be held in the county courtroom. The conclusion of public hearings of 2023 proposed budget tax rate will be considered and adopted. There's not going to be a reception, so that was a misnomer. One other thing is there's going to be a budget workshop at 1:30 this afternoon and the subject is limited to discussion of commissioners' budgets. That's all we will talk about. And it was done because of a request by one commissioner. And hopefully that'll be short. That'll be at 1:30 this afternoon. If there's nothing else, we're adjourned. Need to get the sheriff for lunch.
Sheriff's buying lunch?
He's buying?
I didn't say he was buying. Yeah, that's right. Listen to the tape.